guys, and welcome back to playing Red Carpet Diaries Chapter 13. After the dirty Hollywood exposed, your friendships have fallen apart and the movie's been canceled. Can you turn around? I honestly don't want to. Like, everybody just threw me under the bus, so... Red Carpet Diaries. Chapter 13, Rock Bottom. And Bikini Bottom. Yesterday was a disaster. Your movie fell apart, the director quit, and all your friends think you sold out their secrets to a gossip blog. You're hiding out in your apartment feeling terrible, unsure what to do next, when you hear a knock on the door. Who's there? It's me. I figure you need a friend. Chaz! Save me! You open the door. Chaz is outside with 2 iced coffees and a box of donuts in hand. You brought donuts? I don't think I've seen you eat a donut in my entire life. First time for everything? Anyway, I figure you might need a pick-me-up. If I were Ethan Blake, it would be a box of gourmet chocolate and a bottle of champagne, but since it's just me, this will have to do. You open the box, a dozen donuts are laid out inside, covering sprinkles and a variety of frostings. A whole box? Things must be even worse than I thought. You didn't even get old-fashioned. I don't like glaze. Like, I'm gonna just tell you guys now, I do not like old-fashioned glaze. I love for my donuts to have, like, frosting on the top and, like cream in the middle. It doesn't even matter like what cream. I like raspberry, vanilla, lemon. Like it just has to have some type of cream in the middle and frosting on the top. I do not understand. Even 2, I know you live by the cheat day, but it doesn't. If you think I need this much of a pick-me-up, we must be in raging trash tornado territory. Chaz looks away, unable to meet your eyes. Let's just say your co-stars aren't the only ones who think you leaked their secrets. I guess Marcus and the rest of the crew probably think so too, right? It's more than that. I think someone from the crew talked to Dirty Hollywood after yesterday's total disaster. I was going to say story time, but yours is more on the nose. Anyway, they have a new story up today. He hands you his phone. Heading them when a Tender Nothing's brutal blowout derails production. Co-stars accused rising star Dakota of being a backstabber, self-serving traitor piece of garbage, dang, who hates puppies. What? Oh, come on, I love puppies. It's true. You read through the article, and an anonymous source told them everything about your co-star's Dallas, Victoria attacking you, Marcus leaving. Who would have told them all this? Had to be Victoria. I don't know. I mean, I am starting to doubt Victoria being the person, but I don't know. Whoever leaked this story just made a lot of enemies. Yeah, I doubt Victoria's a big fan of that came at Dakota like a shrieking demon line. And Marcus can't be thrilled to hear he's a prima donna who threw a total hissy fit, assuming that translates, of course. Chaz sighs and reaches for his phone. Trust me, it doesn't get any better the longer you read. But I might be able to figure out who said all this about me and convince everyone it wasn't like that, and... Chaz shakes his head and holds up a hand. Honestly, it doesn't matter who the source is on the story, the damage is already done. At this point, I'm pretty sure both our careers are over. That can't be true. Why would anyone blame you for this? In this time, Agent lives and dies on his reputation, and right now my reputation is the guy who represents Hollywood's biggest train wreck. Not the way I put it, obviously, but yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't realize this would ruin your life too. Hey, don't worry about me, I'll be fine. I bounced back so fast, I'm pretty much made of rubber. And I still got crashed. Yeah, you do. Right, and right now I'm here to support you. Thanks, Chaz. You're such a good friend. Yeah, well, it takes one to know one. The 2 of you hug. I'm lucky to have you. Can I ask you something? Of course. I mean, you know I didn't leak everyone's secrets, right? That I didn't kill both of our careers just to hit the tabloids? Are you serious? It never even crossed my mind. You're not just saying that to make me feel better, are you? The cards are here to make you feel better. I'm here to be your friend, and as your friend, I know it wasn't you. So not all your friends are co-stars, you would never do something like that. You're a good person to go. They're probably a little too good for this town. Yeah, but maybe if you can get Dirty Hollywood to print that, people might believe it. Do you think you should call them? Dirty Hollywood? No, your co-stars. Maybe now that the initial shock has worn off, they'll hear you out. I guess it's worth a try. I'll call... Honestly, Tasia and Matt should be having my back. But I'll reach out to Tasia this time. You dial Tasia's number. After one ring, it goes to voicemail. She bounced my call. You don't know that. She might have been in a meeting. You dial again, it goes to voicemail almost immediately. I don't think she's going to answer. At least you tried? Yeah, I think I might be done trying for now. That might be the best call. You and Chess pick out the donuts for a while, but you're both too depressed to join them. I should get going. If I want to have any chance to retain a client, I need to start busting some serious ass. Alright. Thanks for coming over. I'm glad at least one person believes me. Chess gives you a big hug and heads out. You pace back and forth through your apartment, getting increasingly anxious. Finally, unable to take any more, you open the door. You need to at least get some air. But as soon as you make it outside, uh-oh. Dakota, how does it feel to single-handedly tank a movie? Uh, I... You look around, paparazzi are swarming in every direction. I'll just push through them. No, I don't think that's good to just smile, because then everybody like, look, she's smiling. She knows what she did was wrong, so I'm gonna just ignore them. You weed your way through the crowd, Josh said. Did you really ruin the Rembrandt, Dakota? Just pretend you can't hear him. A cluster of cameras make it almost impossible to get past. Was it killing one worker art enough for you, or did you have to take out an old master just to prove the point? Just don't cry. How do you feel about your career being over before it's even begun? Totally overwhelmed by the paparazzos continue needing you, push another side with your elbow to get past. There it is. That's what Dakota tabloid readers have come to know and hate. This is too much. On the edge of tears, you push your way back through the press of paparazzi head down. Get out of my way! It feels like hours before you even make it back to the building. Desperately, you fling the door open, rush aside, slamming it close behind you. You check the back staircase, but it's just as throng. Guess I'm trapped in here also. You while away the rest of the afternoon watching mindless television, trying to read. Finally, after what feels like years, the sun starts to drop in the sky. You peek out to the edge of the current. Most of the paparazzi are packing up. Probably still not safe to go far. No one will find me on the roof, though. You wait until the coast is mostly clear to sneak out onto the internal staircase leading to the roof. As you emerge, you spot Seth sitting near the edge of the roof, watching the last disappearing traces of the sunset. Sup, Seth? He turns to the sound of the door opening. Hey, Seth, I didn't mean to interrupt. Mind if I join you for a while? That's nice, isn't it? I didn't mean to interrupt. Well, I was about to launch into my personal interpretation of Fiddler on the Roof. I'm sure you won't mind if I just go ahead. I never dreamed of keeping you from that. Actually, now that I think about it, night air is just too pleasant on vocal cords, highly destructive levels of pleasantness. I've heard that. I'll sing for you next time. If I'm lucky. You pass the rooftop beside him, you walk over and sit. Are we alone? I think so. No more paparazzi waiting to sell photos of us at the tabloids, no more fangirls ready to heckle me off the roof. You know how sorry I am about that, don't you? For sure, I'm sorry that I congenially incapable of not giving friends crap that may not see them. Today of all days, I'm guessing you don't need that. You guessed right. Want to tell me about it? There's not much to tell you. Must have seen the tabloids. Yeah, the movie's over. Poof, gone, donezo. No more leading role, no more acting career. Hey, now, don't be so down. Are you seeing some positive slaw on this? Some silver line to ruin both my friends' lives and my entire future? Well, I think this might be the kind of thing that lands you on one of those celebrity dancing competitions. That's what I've always wanted. Okay, fair, this whole thing is utter crap. Especially since anyone who has ever met you would know you can never do something like that. You really believe that? I mean, Chaz? Of course I do. It takes about 3 minutes for meeting you to see that this is the exact opposite of your style. Besides, even if you were secretly a horrific, manipulative troll this whole time, there would be no reason to tank your own career so thoroughly. Exactly. You could say that again. Besides, even if you were secretly a... Okay, now, stop being literal. You feign surprise. Despite yourself, you laugh. Seth wraps her arm around your shoulders. Let me tell you something a very wise woman told me once. Okay. She said that even when you're feeling like you hit the bottom and you're not sure you want to go after your dreams anymore, even then you should never give up, because what we do is more important than a few terrible comedy sets or main gossip blogs. This woman sounds vaguely familiar. This incredibly wise woman who happens to frequent seedy comedy clubs with the paparazzi entourage told me to dust myself off and do it again. Maybe this woman just had no idea what she was talking about. Maybe she should listen to her own advice. You sigh heavily and Seth pulls you in for a close-up. Oh, Iowa, it'll be okay. Honestly, you'll get through this. I believe it. You turn your head to look at him as kind eyes, as gentle smile. For one moment, looking out over the sea was set beside you, all the bad things seemed to disappear. Coda. What's up? Get out of here. You allow yourself to melt into the hub for a few seconds before you pull away. Thanks, Steph. You're an amazing friend. But I think what I really need right now is to pass out so hard that I forgot this thing. At least until the morning. A wise course of action. Wouldn't know where to pick yourself up, kiddo? I'll pick yourself up for sure, but first wallow a little. Every wise woman would encourage a good wallow. Might also suggest a good whiskey. I'll keep that in mind. You give him a hug and head downstairs to bed. You fall asleep almost before your head hits the pillow. Next morning, you wake up early feeling not good exactly, but distinctly less hopeless. Enough moping, I have to do something. You make yourself coffee and breakfast, turning the TV to your favorite morning show. Uh-oh. Hello, welcome, my pretty, to Good Morning Hollywood. I'm your host, Leland St. Jason, and I got something dish for you. By now, I'm sure you all heard that my most delicious recent guest served up the nasty on her co-stars. Your picture flashes on screen. Great. Yes, my love, Dakota may look sweet, but she plays salty. Shall we check in on her devastated co-stars? Ooh, yes, let's. Oh boy. The screen cuts to Matt walking down a busy street with his head down, his manager trailing behind. Matt, oh Matty! Leland St. James here. Can you tell Good Morning Hollywood viewers what happened? I'm sorry, Leland, I'm not really able to. Leave him alone, you parasite. Hasn't he gone through enough this week? Ooh, that shows me. Now let me show you some exclusive footage of famed director Marcus von Groot. The screen cuts to a puppet show of a little blonde doll in wooden shoes stomping around. Looks like he's taking his tantrum all the way back to the Netherlands. Love it there, so quaint. But why go all the way to Holland when you can play right in your own backyard? Obviously, drunk Victoria puts her hand up in the direction of the camera. Get out of my face. I said, go away. The camera jerks back suddenly as though she's pushed the cameraman and she stomps out distinctly unsteady on her feet. That Victoria Fontaine has always been a saucy one, and I mean that in every sense of the word. Unable to take it more, you turn off the TV. When a knock at the door rouses you, you peek through the peephole. It's Gloria. Hello? I'm gonna invite her in. You open the door just a few inches. Hey, Gloria, do you want to come inside? I'm kind of laying low today. Certainly, at my place. It's much safer over there. Safer for what? Have you seen paparazzi around my place yet? I thought they were mainly in the parking lot, but... Gloria shakes her head rapidly and holds up a long, thin hand. No, dear. Safer from the spirits. There, Jean, your apartment is terrible. It's a veritable spiritual pileup. It's a wonder you can even breathe in here. Right. My apartment, however, is optimized across all planes of existence. We'll be much more comfortable there. You front uncertain and look around the room. I don't know about entry floors, but I think I'll lose my mind if I can't leave this apartment for another day. That sounds nice, Gloria. Thank you. I knew you'd think so. She turns and walks the few feet to her apartment. You follow. I'm glad we get to hang out with Gloria. When you step aside, your jaw almost drops to the ground. Dang, Gloria. I see you. The apartment is gorgeous, filled with beautiful furniture, tasteful fixtures, and it does the huge old movie posters. Wow, Gloria, your place is beautiful. This is nothing I would expect. Of course it is, dear. Like I said, it's optimized for all planes of existence. On this plane, I prefer looking at nice things to look at ugly ones, don't you? I do. There you have it. She totters off into the kitchen. Take a seat there. I'll make us tea. You settle into a pile of plush, rich-feeling pillows on the Venture's couch. Soon Gloria returns with 2 steaming cups, some lemons, milk, and a plate of cookies on the tray. She places it on the coffee table and sits down. As she does, she catches you staring at her posters. Of course I am. Of course you are what? I just stay in the movies. Isn't that what you were wondering? Well, yes. I mean, I know a lot of people in this town are, but these posters are gorgeous. Some of them must be really rare. Quite rare. In fact, that one... She points to a poster across the room with 2 couples twirling merrily along the beach. 4 tangos and blondes and blazed across the top in bold letters. It was only given up to cast members. I don't know exactly what it's worth, but my senses tell me the value is quite high. Your senses? Antiques Roadshow. She pours some milk into her teacup and plucks a cookie off the plate. But if it only went to cast members, how did you even get it? Why, I was in the film. Obviously, I knew it. You? Oh, yes, it was one of my earlier roles. So you were an actress? Gloria nods and closes her eyes. She sticks a bony finger in the air and nods, remembering. Debbie, my character was called the younger sister Kaitlyn. They loved names back then. Anyway, that's me on the right. Put you on the poster, but that's huge too. You should go on to... Yeah, I suppose so, or at least it seemed like it at the time. Not to be rude, but why haven't I heard of you? I mean, if you were all these movies. Well, I wasn't all of them, just a handful. Most of these were just films I loved from back in the day. All told, my career amounted to a smattering of bit pieces, 3 major roles, and of course hundreds of rejects. Regrets? Oh, rejects. Regrets? It sounds like a better career than I ever had. Okay, did you marry? I'm curious. Oh, several times. Oh, okay. I was quite sought after back in the day, but then you knew that already. It sounds so glamorous. It was. And I let it go straight to my head. What do you mean? Gloria sighs and folds her hands in her lap. You know how it feels to go from nothing to the toast of the town overnight? I do. Frankly, it's kind of terrifying. Hey, you have a better head on your shoulders than I did. Once I made it, as I say, I was absolutely dazzled. People would take my photograph from the street. Gossip columnists followed me around to ask who I was wearing. Everywhere I went, people would shower me with gifts and praise. And I'm afraid to say I started to think I deserved it all. I must be somehow better than other people. Oh, Gloria. I stopped paying attention to the people I loved, the people who loved me. The only thing I cared about was getting more attention, more praise, more fame, and then it all came tumbling down. I was afraid you were going to say that. I was just about to start filming my 4th major role. There was always a party, but this night I enjoyed myself far too much. That's the problem with the young. They always think they're the only ones who ever occupied a position. I just meant that you seem so calm and spiritual. It's hard to imagine you having a wild side. I was a different person then. A far worse one, frankly. Sorry, Gloria, but I'm not quite following. When I first arrived out here, I came with a friend. A best friend, actually. Her name was Laura. Laura O'Hara. Wait, that's not the name on the poster. Indeed, we landed our first major role together. We were always thick as nice. Thieves. We went to all our auditions together, tried out as a duo. And it worked for us. We got that first part the minute we walked in. The director said we already seemed like sisters. And we landed another role, another. Everything was going swimmingly. But I was becoming, let's say, impressed with myself. I started wanting to break on my own, prove I was the real star. So what happened at the party? There was a major director there. We were all glad to work with him, and I suppose I caught his eye. And then I went home with him. Next day I called Laura and told her I was doing the film without her. She was devastated. But why, if you were so close, why shouldn't be happy for you? She would. If it had meant canceling the next picture we had put together. I put her out of the job and sliced her out of my life in one night. Wow. Also, the director tired of me. The role evaporated. But it was too late. Laura had already told the paper she was retiring.
I had thought of the Chinese food from the mom, but you can have some of it. Did you eat all that?
Just noodles.
You think you might want it? Chinese chicken. Don't come down and say how to like that.
Nope. Sorry about that, guys. Once the director tired of me, the role evaporated, but it was too late. Laura had already told the paper she was turned, and she moved back to our hometown. And I was too proud to apologize for the way I acted. I never did, you know. You clearly feel bad about it. Why didn't you ever tell her? There was an accident, a drunk driver on the road. There was so many back then. Laura was killed on impact. Dang, what? What? After that night, I realized what I had really been part all along, not thrown her away. Oh, Gloria. I'm so sorry. It's alright. It was a hard lesson, but it was one I needed to learn, and there was no other way I had learned it in those days. What a sad story, Gloria. Yes, but one of my own making. I want to give her a hug. Give her a hug. She gazes out over the room, a wistful look on her face. I suppose you're telling me all this because you think I'm acting like you did? No, dear. The spirits already confirmed to me that you had nothing to do with those awful leaks. Yeah, well, I wish the spirits could write blog posts. Matt, Tasia, Victoria, they all really believe that I did it. So don't let them. I'm sorry to break it to you, but I'm not that good at controlling people's thoughts. There are plenty of ways to lose a friendship. I, of course, chose to firebomb all of mine, but simply inattention is usually enough. You're saying I had to fight for my friendships. Show them that they really can't count on me, with or without the movie. That does sound like rather a good place to start. Possibly you lean over to hug the old woman. She lets out a startled squeak. Thank you, Gloria. You helped me realize what really matters. I promise I won't let you say that. Isn't that nice? Though really, you should be thanking the spirits. They're the ones who told me you'd be home today. You stand up suddenly energized. I'm going to save my friendships before it's too late. That's the spirit. Nice one. Then you cross to the door and spot a horde of paparazzi waiting outside. Uh-oh. How am I going to let them know what they mean to me when I'm trapped here by the tabloids? Let me take care of that. I'll just tell Seth to be ready for you in the alley. She touches her hands to her temple, frowning hard. Are you trying to speak to him telepathically? No, dear. I'm trying to remember where I left my phone. There it is. She taps out a text. What are you gonna do? Oh, you see, this little girl still has a dramatic flair in her. Ready? You have to find out your own time to duck out. I guess so. Then here goes to stay outside until you spot your moment. You head down to the building entrance. Gloria flings open the front door, puts a hand to her forehead, and lets out a wail. Martin! Oh, my poor dear Martin! You see a few paparazzi in the parking lot turn around her. She stumbles away from the door in a direction opposite the alley. Gloria leans heavily on the railing, shaking with fake sauce, and peers at the parking lot. Suddenly she raises her arm and points straight at one of the cameramen. You! I remember you! I name you murderer! Me? He looks around bewildered. You see the rest of the paparazzi staring at Gloria in curiosity. It's working! How could you take my Martin from me? He was the love of my life, you monster, you murderer! Lady, I never killed him! She bursts into lyrical sauce. Several paparazzi start taking photos of her and the paparazzi she singled out. Hey, what the hell, you guys? You can't just go around taking photos of me. Mama, consent that's. Oh, yep, you see how it feels? Murderer! She takes a few stumbling steps toward the parking lot. They're all focused on her now, unsure what to do. Not so chance, I'll duck out the front, I'll duck out the side. I mean, she went to the parking lot, right? I'll go to the side. You climb and assess the mezzanine, peek out a window to make sure the paparazzi are still focused on Gloria. They all seem to have moved towards the front entrance to see what's going on. Okay, good. Perfect. You open the door there, but it's dead end. There's just a rickety fire escape. Oh, here goes nothing. Jump! You take a deep breath and start down the ladder, trying to make as little noise as possible. If you run for the bomb, you lose your grip. Catch! Ah! You tumble to the ground in a heap. Luckily, you didn't fall far. Looks like everything's intact. You hear Gloria's wails reach a new pitch. Mar was the greatest love the world's ever seen. He could turn my body to tornado ecstasy. Thanks for covering for me, Gloria. Not daring to look over your shoulder, you dash around the back of the building towards the alley. Phew, made it. Around the corner to find Seth waiting with his limo. Hey, are you ready for the great escape? Ready as I ever be. Hurry before anyone spots you. You duck aside, he slams the door, then hops up front and lowers the ladder. Thanks so much for being here. Of course, Gloria texted that it was a red alert, and that she sick the spirit of a butcher with lifeline digestion on me if I shouldn't show. She's precise, so I'll give her that. So, where are we headed? To my friends, I'm going to fight for them, prove I didn't do this, and make things right. You realize what's really important to you, not fame or stardom, but your friends. But is it too late to win them back? Find out in the next chapter of Red Carpet Diaries. Well, I'm so happy we learned more about Gloria, because I really do like her as a character, so I really am happy. And honestly, I figured she was an actress. Like, I really did figure she was like one of those old-timey actresses. So that's nice to know. And as for our friends, I mean, I know that we haven't known each other for that long, but come on. Like Seth said, like, you take one look at me, and you already know that I'm not the type to, like, throw you to the dogs. So, all I know is that the only people I can rely on is Gloria, Seth, and Chaz. Everybody else, Get out of my face. So I'll see you guys next week with the next chapter of Red Carpet Diaries. Stay frosty. Bye bye.